Bill Cohen here, Cohen on Content and all things digital with Brian Ardinger from Nanonation. Now wait a minute. Chief Marketing Officer, Nanonation. I got a couple things to say about that. In my day, you had a president, a bunch of vice presidents. Today, everybody's a chief.
That's right.
I like that. Brian, besides being the CMO, and by the way, there's nobody in our industry who doesn't know who Nanonation is. I can say it the other way. Everybody in the industry knows who Nanonation is. I'm gonna give you a twofer. Brian, when he wasn't looking, I think he was out of the room, they made him president of the Digital Screen Media Association. What were you thinking?
Well, it's a great honor, actually. It's a great honor.
Oh yeah, but look at the work.
That's true. This is true. I have multiple hats at work, and I'll have multiple hats in the industry, but very glad to be part of it.
Well, cool. All right, look, we all know who you are and what you do. So what they want to know is what's new.
What's new? There's a lot of things that's new. I mean, I think the whole movement from social, mobile, local, the integration of these technologies, I think, is new. And I think the real thing is it's no longer a siloed business. Brands aren't looking at it from, what digital signage am I going to have and what kiosks am I going to have and what mobile. It's like, how do I integrate these solutions to really engage customers in the various different ways that they reach me? So, from a Nanonation perspective, that's why we have a software platform that looks at a lot of these different solutions. Everything from social, mobile, kiosks. Anytime a customer wants to engage, we can make that happen.
Let me grab you on this. You know my networks. We're in doctors' offices and doctors' waiting rooms. All right. And there's a lot of conversation about, you're in the doctor's office. This is a highly personal, this is not something you're talking about around town. And yet, we're at a point now where advertisers, underwriters, can find patients sitting in my doctor's waiting room on their smartphone with these mobile applications. Is that cool? What are they doing with it?
Well, I think every advertiser's got to be a little bit careful about how much they engage their customers. So the customer has got to buy into that. There's got to be a reason for the customer to want to interact. And if you provide that reason, I think that's where the benefits are going to be.
Okay, and we do this thing, again, our advertisers. They run the spot, and then there's a texting thing at the end of it that says, text for more information.
Right.
And then they get sometimes a video, sometimes a coupon. Is that what we're talking about? So that's that opt-in aspect.
You've got to give the reason for the customer to want to engage, and you can't just spam them with information. Customers are bombarded with enough advertising and information. You've got to give them a reason to step up and say, yes, I want to participate in that conversation.
Okay, and Nanonation has those kinds of applications. Is that the right word?
Sure.
Applications?
Yeah, we
have those kinds of applications so that they can have that interactivity.
Right, and we work with a lot of different partners. There's no one particular player out here that can do all the ecosystem at once. So we work with hardware players as far as the enclosures. We work with mobile partners as far as aggregation of the texting. So there's a lot of different players in the thing. What we try to do is provide a core platform so that our customers, like a Harley Davidson and Louis Vuitton, et cetera, can really manage those multiple different touch points.
I'm going to ask you this. It's come up over the emails, and I don't have a good answer. Once you select, I say you, I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
Once I, as a network operator, selects a software provider, then we invest in a media player that supports that software provider. But yet the media players don't support all software providers.
No.
So I'm kind of locked into you. Once you're the guy, is there any way that when somebody else comes up with an application, I can say to you, hey, I like what that guy's got, should I have that too?
Well, one of the things that we differentiate ourselves on, we're not giving you a hardware platform to go off of. We run on Dell, we run on Apple, we run on a lot of different proprietary players out there.
That's important information he's telling you now.
So, from that perspective, we do try to give you the opportunity to, and from our perspective, have a software platform that's available and to take advantage of some of these new things. We've been around the business about 10 or 11 years, and a lot of things have changed in the technology.
Sure.
And you've got to keep up with that to be able to be relevant in today's marketplace.
All right. All of this kind of stuff, is it easy to find and easy to read? I've been getting a lot of that. I went to this guy's website, and hell, I can't find it. All it is one big pitch.
Yeah.
Is it easy for a technology guy at a company to read what you guys do and understand it, or is it all one big pitch?
Well, I don't think it's I think there's a lot of one big pitches out there. There's a lot of companies. I mean, we used to joke that you could walk around a trade show, and if you could put up a screen, you could call yourself a digital signage company. Luckily, that's changing a little bit, I think, in the marketplace. I think what you want to look for is real-world case studies, real-world examples that a company can bring forward, and because of the complexity, I think that really helps wean out the leaders in the space to really understand how to do this stuff.
Somebody go in there, if they can't find what they want, they can email you.
Definitely. Or I'm on Twitter at Ardinger, and I'd be happy to help.
I'm on Twitter too. I still don't know what the hell to do with it. Brian, thank you. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Nanonation, www.nanonation.net.
Nanonation.net.
There it is. See you later.